Bitcoin finally trying to put some buying pressure underneath of it here. We are getting support off of the trend line, and looks like we're trying to find some footing to rebound back above this resistance point here at 61,105. So welcome to Altcoin Buzz Trading, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Randy. Happy Friday. We're going to be talking about ICP again, AR and TON. AR's Arweave and Toncoin. Yeah, Toncoin. Let's get right to it. BTC with a good bounce here on my 2-hour time frame. Beautiful little pocket pivot right there. Pocket pivots at increased volume, buying pressure candle, and looking decent here today. We're not, completely out of the doldrums yet, but things are looking good. Volume increasing. We've been holding steady up here. No major sell-offs. Now we slightly have a higher high from there and from here, so we're in a good spot. We're definitely better. A lot of altcoins across the market, even the top 21s, are looking better with a higher low off of the drop from the other day here and other week, I guess. So higher low across the markets, and we're trying to break with some trend lines on some tokens too, so it's looking a lot better. Nothing's for sure yet, but some buying pressure is finally stepping in the market. Now, it is a Friday, so keep that in mind. Fridays can be a little dangerous with their action. They'll fake you out on Friday, then kind of wean you out over the weekend. So a little bit tricky situation there, but lately things have moved on weekends, so we'll see how it goes. It's interesting with crypto because it's 24/7. But good candle for BTC. You need a candle like that to kind of set up the next stage so we can build a small base and then try to go higher from there. All right, next up is ICP trade we're following with a head and shoulders pattern. Now, seeing as the market is attempting to switch its tendencies from bearish to bullish, it's going to put this trade in a little bit more jeopardy. So in this situation, what you do is whatever stop you had, you just let it ride. Okay, the market can maybe come back, be bullish for a couple days. Then if it fails, ICP will probably reward you by holding with a large rollover. Otherwise, if you get stopped out, that's kind of part of trading. Something else you can do as well is if you do want to move your stop to break even, that is a possibility. Okay, break even stops can be good in the right circumstance depending on when someone got into this name. This is kind of when we started talking about it. Actually, we started talking about it up here, but yeah, I think we started talking about it up here, but this is like the most likely pivot point. So keep your stops where they are would be my advice in this one. And if you take a loss, you take a loss. Welcome to trading. But if you look at it, that's pretty much where we were talking about it right there. Your stop loss would be up here at the high. You can exit earlier though, if and only if you see high volume buying pressure. High volume buying pressure means a fast run up, and you can get out if the character completely changes, and that would be a complete change of character. All right, but that's where we're at with this one. AR. So these are our top tokens for the day. These are the coins behaving the best over the past 24 hours in the top 50. Arweave here, not looking too bad. You can see the higher low I was referring to on the other tokens right there. This one with a much higher low. And if you want to take a trend line and try to draw one right there, which wouldn't be the end of the world, only giving up a wick there and a small wick right there. So we are seeing this from many tokens right now, trying to break through that trend line, giving us some pocket pivots right there. So this could be a good candidate if you do want to try. The stops would be under the low here at 33.33 from the day. But again, it's a little tricky going into a weekend. You don't have major expectation of a huge rally, but these are situations where rallies can come from. At other times, trendline breaks like this can just indicate that we're going to go sideways and stop going lower. So those are the two things that can happen, and I don't have any statistics for you on frequency, but those are things to watch for. All right, next up is TON, and this one not with a higher low, just a good performing day today. Volume aggregation tool here on the 2-hour doesn't look super great, but it is trying to have a good bounce. So I don't look at these ahead of time. I just pull them straight and do analysis in real time with you guys. Maybe that helps a little bit. Maybe it doesn't, but not much I can't tell from a chart within about 10 seconds. Yeah, so resistance here coming down with lower volume, not the end of the world, but we did have a nice extension here, trying to bounce back. So it's a big percentage day today, relative. It's 12% in the past 24 hours. It's ranked number 2, but not a lot of momentum. We don't have a lot of momentum yet. So ideally, the weekend gives us some stability, and then we can start to build bridges to move higher from there. I think that's really the most edge I think we can expect right now. So we'll see where we end up. But Bitcoin looks really good, guys, and I hope you have a Hope you have a great weekend. I hope the market stays stable. We can talk about some bullish things on Monday as well. So, all right, guys, have a great weekend. I'll see you Monday on Altcoin Buzz Trading.